Imagine that you're ready to go into an important project meeting that will be attended by your boss and several people who are really on the same level as you are in the organization. Now, let's just say that you were picked from among your peers by your boss to lead the meeting, and you see this really as a time for your chance to shine. You've done your homework and then some. You've spent countless hours thinking through the project, brainstorming, planning, and endeavoring to foresee any obstacles that could be ahead. Based on your really preliminary discussions with your staff and with your peers, you feel that your ideals are better than anything you've heard from anyone else. So you begin the meeting with great confidence. But before long, the agenda is not proceeding the way you expected or planned. Your boss makes a comment and sends the flow of discussion in really in an entirely new direction. And at first you think, I'll get it back on track. I'll get to my plans. And then one of your peers launches in with an idea. Now, you don't think much of it, but everyone else seems to think it's a wonderful idea. A couple of other people in the room springboard off the initial idea and begin to build on it. You can feel the energy in the room really starting to build. These ideals are sparkling and other ideals are coming, and everyone is clearly moving away from your ideal that you spent weeks planning. What do you do? Well, for most people in those types of circumstances, the natural instinct would be to fight for their ideals. After all, but by then you have made quite an investment in them. Of your time and your energy and all the other resources. And really you become pretty attached to those ideals. It would become very difficult to let those ideals die, especially when someone else who didn't do all the work that you did may come in and get all the credit. Let me say this. If you desire to harness the creativity of your team, then you need to resist the temptation to fight for your ideal when it's not the best ideal. Why? Well, because good ideals are too important to the organization. Harvey Firestone, founder of the Firestone Tire Company, said this. He said, "Capital isn't so important in business. Experience isn't so important. You can get both of these. What is important is ideals. If you have ideals, you have the main asset you need, and there isn't any limit to what you can do with your business and life. They are any man's greatest asset, ideals." You see, great organizations have people throughout the organization who produce great ideals. That is how they become great. The progress they make and the innovations they create don't come down from on high. Their creative sessions are not dominated by top-down leaders, nor does every meeting become a kind of wrestling match to see who can dominate everyone else. People come together as teams, and they work together, and they make progress because they want the best ideal to win. Leaders in the organization who help to surface good ideals are creating what an organization needs most. They do that by producing synergy among their peers and making the whole team better.